Hello boys and girls, today I'll do my best to show you all the modification I've made to the monster. The 2017 UCS Millennium Falcon is the biggest LEGO set ever released, but I'm pretty sure you already know, so I will immediately go to the heart of the matter. It took me several months for all these changes, hours and hours spent on the LEGO Digital Designer, endless orders on Bricklink and countless attempts to be able to match all the pieces. And still, guess what? I'm not 100% happy. I believe this set will always be an open construction site. Sometimes I wake up with a new idea and I override any previous change to apply it. Make yourself comfortable and relax, because we are about to begin. Let's start with the cockpit. The one provided is very flat and poor. There are no seats, and despite this, not all minifigs can sit down correctly. Chewie, in addition to having a big head, has a kind of hump too, and the passenger behind him does not have the space to sit down. Another problem is given by his height. By simply inserting the seats, the up and windscreen could no longer be closed, so I had to redesign everything, lowering it properly. To be honest, the colors of the seats are not correct. It will take a middle ground between tan and yellow, but not all the pieces are available in those colors. So for the moment I keep it this way. This configuration is perfect with or without the minifig seat. And the cockpit can close. Woohoo! The space between mandibles in the original LEGO Falcon is simply a hole. Looking inside, you can even see the color techniques components of the main structure, and this is not good. I solved by building a small element that is very similar to what we saw in the original movies. No change is necessary, just connect it to the existing studs. Now the surface is smoother. There are several stickers in this set. One in particular is rather ugly and useless. After making some attempts, I decided not to apply it, but to simulate the damage of a laser cannon here and there. In the real Millennium Falcon, the ventilation exhaust ports have an angle of inclination that follows the shape of the ship. In the LEGO one, this orientation is wrong. I tried to make it as more similar as possible, using a particular technique that allowed 45 degrees rotation of the elements. The LEGO Millennium Falcon has one room below the left exhausting ports. However, the arrangement of the elements is incorrect. The hyperdrive engine and the access to the escape pods are not in that position. Not even the small room where Han and Leia have their first kiss. I've changed a lot of things in this room. I thought it would have been nice to have a comfortable place to eat and relax during the long castle roads. So I included a kitchen, a comfortable table, a couple of soft beds, and why not, some nice little plants. I've also correctly repositioned the hyperdrive engine and included a part of the original corridor that runs all around the Falcon. Fortunately, the LEGO designers have left the space for another optional room. I therefore decided it would have been a good idea to include some other Falcon environments. As in the real ship, this is a sort of cargo space, so it's full of boxes and a lot of useless junk. I moved here the room of Han and Leia. It's not yet the correct position, but it's much closer to where it should be. This wall is a scary weapon storage. I forgot to film it, but most of the floor is removable and hides spaces that can be used to conceal weapons, illegal stuff, and an entire minifig as well. A quick overview without the upper panels. It should be a single environment, but here in the middle passes the technique structure. Removing or modifying it would have meant weakening the Falcon way too much. Talking of double rooms, I had to make a small change to the panels as well. While those on the left are already two elements, the one on the right was a single piece. I divided it to allow a comfortable opening, replicating the same shape of the others. Doors in the Lego set are made with large stickers. Although they are not bad at all, in my opinion they don't fit well with the bricks environment. So I prefer to build them using black elements. I've also made them much thinner, to save more space. I think the engines of the new LEGO Falcon are the ugliest ever seen in a set. They are composed of 6 transglide blue knurled tubes and 2 grey grids. Those of the rear ship are like that. Unfortunately, there are no very clear stills in the movies, but it seems clear to me that the LEGO solution is very lazy and cheap. I do not like the grids, at least done the way, so I prefer to build the engines using a tide of 1x1 transglide blue round plates and angle them to form a semicircle, much more like the conformation of Hans' Corellian transporter. The interesting part is that no changes are necessary. Just extract the tubes from the original model and insert this kind of coil. There is definitely one thing that no review has ever told you about this Millennium Falcon. A totally useless and stupid secret. If after removing the pipes you don't know what to do with them, blow inside them. They are perfect in case you are called for an evening concert at the Mos Eisley Cantina. As you may have correctly guessed, we are finally at the end of this video. The LDD project files for each individual change are available on my website. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.